Raj is shipping a customer feedback widget into his SaaS app. He has been at it for a week. The widget works, the data flows into his database. All that is left is the welcome copy that pops up the first time a user opens it. So Raj asks ChatGPT to draft the welcome copy. The output reads beautifully. Welcome to your dashboard. Click the smiley face in the corner to rate your last session. There is no smiley face. Raj never built one. The model invented a feature. Raj scrolls back, reads the prompt, reads the output, and sits with one question. What is this thing actually doing when it writes a sentence? Not the marketing version, the real version. Because if he does not know, he is going to keep shipping copy that promises buttons that do not exist. So in this video, we throw away the word intelligence for 10 minutes and look at the actual machine. Here is the most useful picture of an LLM. It is a bookie standing in front of an odds board. The prompt so far is welcome to your. That is all the bookie sees. Now the bookie writes odds for every word that could come next. Dashboard at 38%, account at 22%, app at 12%, workspace at 9%, smiley face sits somewhere on the board too, at maybe 4%. Hundreds of other words get smaller bars next to them, all the way down to fractions of a percent. The board is just a long list of probabilities over every word the model knows. Then the bookie picks one, usually the favorite, sometimes not. The picked word slides off the board and gets logged into the sentence so far. The board clears. A new round opens with a slightly longer prefix. That is the entire mechanic. No reasoning, no plan, no mental image of a finished sentence. One round of betting at a time. If you can hold this picture in your head for the rest of the video, every weird thing the model does will start to make sense. Watch the bookie play 5 rounds in a row. Round 1. Prefix is welcome to your. The board lights up. Dashboard wins. Locked in. Round 2. The new prefix is welcome to your dashboard. Brand new board, brand new bets. Click comes out on top. Locked in. Round 3. Prefix is welcome to your dashboard. Click. Now the wins. Round 4 picks smiley. Round 5 picks face. 5 rounds, 5 separate auctions. The bookie did not have a goal at round 1 to talk about a smiley face. There was no plan. Each round, the bookie just stared at the prefix and asked, what is the most likely next word? That is what people mean when they say a model generates token by token. It is not writing a sentence, it is placing 500 independent bets in a row that happen to read like one.
Enjoying this? Subscribe to Skill Agents AI for more videos like this one.
Same odds board, same prefix, different bookie mood. At low temperature, near zero, the bookie almost always picks the favorite. The top of the board wins every round. That gives you safe, predictable, slightly boring text. The same prompt produces almost the same output every time. At high temperature, somewhere around zero point 0.9 or above, the bookie sometimes reaches down the board and bets on a long shot. Smiley face at 4% suddenly gets picked. That gives you creative, surprising, and sometimes wrong text. This is why the same prompt with the same model gives Raj a different answer every time he hits run. The board is the same, the picking style changed. When Raj wants reliable extracted data, like pulling sentiment out of a feedback message, he turns temperature down to zero. When he wants brainstorm copy for a feature launch, he turns it up. One dial, two completely different products. The ChatGPT app hides this dial, the API exposes it. That alone is a reason to call the API directly. Here is the part that surprises most PMs. The bookie does not remember the last race. Between round 4 and round 5, nothing carries over. No mental note that says, we are introducing a smiley face button. Each round is a fresh stare at the prefix. The only thing that connects round 1 to round 500 is that the prefix keeps getting longer. Every round, the bookie reads the entire prefix from the start, generates a new board, picks one word, and forgets everything else. So when people say a model has memory, they really mean the model is rereading a transcript. That is also why the model can confidently invent a smiley face. At round 4, the prefix already said click the. The most likely next word given that context was smiley. The bookie placed the bet. There was no truth check. There was no list of features Raj actually built, just odds and a pick. Context windows exist because the prefix has a length limit. Hallucinations exist because betting on the most likely next word is not the same as betting on the truth. An LLM is a bookie with very good odds and no memory of the last trace. Once Raj sees it that way, he stops asking the model to remember things and starts feeding it the right prefix. He stops trusting the output and starts checking it against what he actually built. That is the whole shift, and it is what the next 9 videos in this playlist build on. That is one metaphor down. 9 more in this playlist take you from prompts to agents. Subscribe to Skill Agents AI so you do not miss them.